In this video, we're talking about contrastive structure. So we're contrasting one thing with another thing. This is on page 119. So in order to contrast, then you will be turning from one side to the other side, okay? So notice I'm not going to turn around completely in my chair this way and then turn around this way, or I'm not going to be standing one spot and then I'm going to physically move my body. It's simply being in one spot and turning, just kind of rotating a little bit, okay? If you actually turn, this is incorrect. So remember, there's just going to be a slight shift of your shoulders from one side to the other side. So maybe you have old and young that you're contrasting, okay? So you would turn, I turn to my left first. So I would go old, young, okay? So this can be on this side and then this side. This can be chocolate or vanilla. Which one do you want? This could be, I like, my favorite colors are red and black. So you can do things to show the different things. So it can be the and or the or it can be two things that you're setting up that you're contrasting. So in this case, then we're saying old and young, okay? So old, it's with an S, old or young. You're using this hand shape, young, okay? So, old or young. Okay, you can also set it up to ask a question. So for this lesson specifically, we want to say you live house, apartment, dorm, which. So there's different ways that you can set this up. So what I've taught you so far is that you can turn and you can set one up in this location and then one up in this location. So for this one, you can actually set up a third one. So you can do your left side, then the middle, and then the right side. Okay, so I could say, you live house, apartment, dorm, which. So because we know it's which, it's a WH word, and we're not giving the answer, we know it's not a rhetorical question because there are no answers given, and because we are waiting for an answer, we're actually asking the question, it has a WH word, we know it is a WH question. So that means we're going to scrunch your eyebrows. Yes, that's right. Okay, so you live, so go to your left side, house, okay, now notice I'm not going over here, house, and then looking over here, I'm looking at you the whole time. So you live, house, dorm, or I'm sorry, house, apartment, dorm, which. You live, house, apartment, dorm, which. Okay, so that would be how you ask the question. So let's practice that again. So you live house, apartment, dorm, which. So that sets up each of the three structures for this one. Now you can answer this and you can either answer and say, oh, apartment. You could say, I live apartment. You could say, me live where? Raise your eyebrows because you're about to answer with a rhetorical question. Apartment. Or you could say, me live townhome, an answer that isn't given. So you could say, no, me live townhome, something like that, if you don't actually live in one of the three options that were given. Keep up the good work.